Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have an exciting one because I got a care package from, of course, he just decides to start walking the second I start filming. Go ahead. Go where you're gonna go. Go for it. Live your life. Live your best life. Whoever blinks first loses. My contacts are gonna pop out of my eyeball. Yes, today is very exciting because I got a care package from Rousseau Plant Care and his team. If you guys have not heard of Rousseau Plant Care, this is them. He sells plants, he grows plants like a freaking beast. He sells grow lights and moss poles and moss pole extenders, and just, it's really cool what he has going on in there. And what he has going on in his shop. And so I was really excited when he asked if I would be interested in trying one of their moss poles, and of course I said yes, because I have been eyeing this specific moss pole for a long time because I felt sure, it's overcast all day, and the second I start filming, sure, just take me away. Just take me now. I had to abort that location because, yeah, the sun was trying to take away my eyesight. Like I was saying, yes, of course I said yes. There was a very specific moss pole that I have never seen before, and he designed it in-house. He makes them in-house. He doesn't outsource and mass produce. Everything is made in his studio. And yeah, it's really cool to be able to kind of watch what goes on there, and he takes you through his design process and his trial and errors and his testing, and it's just really kind of cool to see like his flow. And yeah, I think what he's doing in the plant community is really cool. So I am really anxious to get this box open because it was delivered like a week ago, but I needed to get the timing right with filming this, and so it's just been sitting on my front table taunting me for a week. So I am anxious to get this puppy open. So thank you again, Rousseau Plant Care and team, for this care package and for sponsoring today's video. All right, what do we have in here? Holy guacamole. Okay. Oh my word. I knew it. Okay, sorry. So, my clarinervium, it is just getting so tall. It doesn't need a repot. It's not very rooty, but it has the longest stem ever. And I was gonna build it a collar, but I was like, I'm gonna wait because there might be some pot extenders in here, and there are so many. Oh my gosh. So these are pot extenders for Anthurium, and you essentially can just like stack them to cover the stem. I'll throw in a picture of an example of how it's used, and I was just secretly hoping that he'd throw in one because I desperately need these. So I'm really excited to try these out. I remember him posting a story about how he mathematically created these. It was a whole thing. I'm like, my tiny little brain cannot comprehend. Oh my. His branding is so cool. So the artwork is done by Tropicsnarcotics. I should have worn one of my Tropicsnarcotics shirts today. But this is so cool. These are the directions for the moss pole and the pot extender. I'm gonna put these in my office. These are cool. This is a moss pole. I think these are moss poles. These are moss poles, right? Yeah. It closes in the front so that you don't have to like rip roots out. It like, you can open it from the front, and so everything just comes out really nice and easy. And again, he included like a million bajillion of them. So I am so excited. And then, oh, I'm guessing this is just hard. Oh, Ooh, okay. So that's what's in there. Is there something in there? No. Guys, this is all very, very exciting. Oh my gosh, and I love this color. I love this color. It matches my apartment perfectly. So, we've got some Velcro and some hooks here. I'm gonna have to read the instructions. I see a base. 169, that's a great number. 69, baby. And I'm gonna have to figure this out. You can do it. You're good. There's 2 of them? He gave me 2 of them. What the heck, Tyler? Oh my Lanta. He gave me 2. That is so freaking cool of him. All right, now I'm just gonna have to figure out how all of this works. So I'm going to plug in a photo of this contraption. So it's basically a moss pole that you can have sitting on a table, and it's got like the pads and everything. Or you can actually mount it onto a wall and hang it, that was my selling point, because my Glorious, I think some of you guys know, I'm so crooked here. I think some of you guys know how much I love my Glorious, but I'm not gonna say I'm not the best at growing it. That's a fact. And I feel like I've struggled to get past a certain point in the growth. Right now it's kind of stalled at the same size. The new leaf isn't getting a ton of light, and I think it just needs something a little bit more sturdy, something a little more industrial, and it needs to be in a place where it can be getting constant light, because it does grow quite fast. So my idea is I'm going to chop my Glorious, start over with the top cutting so that I can get it onto a new moss pole, and I'm going to be dismantling this wall. A lot of people have expressed how much they love this wall. I don't particularly love it. It was kind of just filler because I felt like it was really empty. And I want to use those acrylic shelves, which are from IKEA. I want to use them in Archie's nursery because a lot of the plants that were here have outgrown like the diameter or the width or depth of these shelves. So it's like dwindling down, and it kind of just makes sense to use it for what it was intended for, which are like leaning frames, and I'm gonna be using them for his books. So this is coming down today, and I'm going to mount the moss pole there. And I'm kind of hoping, because this is like a major walkway, right, from the stairs into this area. And I'm hoping that like the leaves don't come out so far that it's like an obstruction when you're walking. I mean, if anything, you're gonna have to just like hit like a wider turn. I could also move my dining table a little bit closer to this window. So I'm gonna make it work, but I really want to see if I can finagle something in this wall space. So that's what we are going to do. I am going to take you guys along as I learn how to use all of these things. And it says that the moss poles can be stacked up to 3 high, which is great. I think one of the most challenging things is gonna be deciding how low it goes, because I wanna be able to extend the pole, right? So, okay, anyway, we'll work through this together. I am going to quickly get set here, and we're just gonna start. I think I'm gonna start by tearing this wall down. Sorry for the weird angle, but I'm gonna be assembling the moss pole first. So they actually send you instructions on how to use the moss pole, how to assemble it, all of that good stuff. So it seems easy enough, and it comes with all the tools. So I'm gonna be using number 169. This goes into here. So you have this shorter guy that goes right into the base. Okay. And then you put these into here. I honestly thought it was gonna be way more complicated than this, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a little bit overwhelmed, but this is easy peasy lemon squeezy. I love this wood color. I'm so happy it's this color. It looks even better in person. I'm so stoked to have one of these, you guys. I don't know what's gonna go on the second pole, but it's gotta be someone good. Maybe my Esqueleto or my Majestic. I could do my Majestic. Decisions. Okay, so she's built. She's done. So all you do is basically sit the pot on here and you secure it using these Velcro straps so that it doesn't go anywhere. Now we have to do the hard part. I thought this was gonna be the hard part, but the hard part is actually gonna be repotting this glorious, I forgot about this part. I don't know if I wanna do it out here or if I should get messy in the plant room. I feel like since I've already made a mess out here, we might as well just make a mess. And you probably noticed that my couch is at a different angle. I sold my rug, so now I can freely kind of like move my couch around. So I think I'm just gonna slide everything over and we'll just get messy over here. When I'm repotting a big plant on a pole, my first priority is to get it out of the pot. It's in pon right now, but since I'm chopping, I want to see how many roots I have in this pole, because if I have enough roots to sustain the top, then I'm gonna do a soil conversion. I have actually been wanting to grow my glorious in soil, maybe even with a tree fern mixture. But I'm also thinking there's a chance I might put 2 plants on one pole to make it look a little fuller, but I don't know if that's gonna be overkill. I'm gonna have to assess it. But yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna get it out of here first, and then I will get it detached from the pole. Okay, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I've done so many big repots in the last few months, and this is the last one. Oh, it's filled with water. I forgot. I watered it yesterday so that the pole was wet. Sorry, let me give you a better view. There is a very high chance that the new leaf is gonna get ruined in this repot, but I'm not worried about that. How much freaking water is in here? But this is gonna be the last repot that I do for a while, because I'm going to California in like 2.5 weeks, and I don't really like to repot anything too close to trips, because then I can't observe it. So this will be the last. I'm gonna have oh my gosh, I have so much dog hair on me. Gosh, hot mess. Okay. Please don't spill. Ah. Okay, I feel like I shouldn't worry about this because I'm just gonna chop it. You know what? We're just gonna get really messy here. This new leaf is already being smushed and crushed. That's okay. It's okay. It's not the goal. I have so much Hugo's tape on here, which I will be reusing, so I don't want to cut them. I feel like there's not enough roots at the top, so I'm gonna have to cut pretty far down because I don't want to have to reroot it, which kind of sucks because this whole top is unrooted. The roots start down here and I really wanted to chop more than that. That is baloney. It would have been so ideal if I had roots maybe starting on this node so that I was working with a much smaller top cutting, but that's just not gonna happen. So that's fine, whatever. So be it. So I think I can just detach this one completely and not have to empty it because I just installed this pole not too long ago, which is why there are no roots on it. Oh no. Stay. Oh no. I just catapulted a bunch of pawn across the room. Wonderful. You know who's gonna find that? My freaking feet. So, root system in the pole is essentially non-existent. And this is what happens when you don't keep your poles wet and you don't maintain them. Oh boy. Okay, so we are not going to be able to start over really, which freaking blows. But let's see what I can finagle here. I am in a pickle here because I don't have roots. I don't have roots up here. The closest I have is this, but that's comical to think that this is gonna sustain all of that. So it's not ideal because I would have loved to chop like right here and just get this on a pole or even higher, but I'm not gonna do that, especially not so close to a trip. So I think what I'm gonna do is chop off this bottom, so 2 nodes down at the bottom, and hope that this root system plus these are gonna be enough to get this plant going still, because at least I can save about, I don't know how many inches that is in the pot, and just kind of see what happens. But I think what I'm gonna do is, instead of pon, I think I'm gonna try my anthurium mix with tree fern, and we'll keep fingers and toes crossed that the mix is good enough to, well, basically that the tree fern kind of gets the rooting process going a lot faster, because I really trust tree fern with rooting. So, gosh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna chop right here. This is my mix. Oh, sorry. This is my mix. I added even more tree fern fiber. This is seriously the only time I've ever used so much tree fern fiber on a philodendron. But I just am hoping that we can get roots fast, because I don't want to risk losing this whole top cutting. I mean, I'm not gonna lose it. Obviously, if I see it's declining, I'm gonna get it out and probably just water propagate it. But it's not my go-to plan for sure. I'm hoping that she kind of just figures life out. I did make sure to water it. Obviously, you saw it was wet. I watered it before I even did this repot so that she's not stressed out. So yeah. Oh my gosh, my pot is so far. Thank you, Alice, for lending me a bag of leca. She came in so clutch with this. Oh, I should probably assemble my moss pole. Let's go do that first. I think I'm gonna need, oh my gosh, I'm already gonna need it like 3 high. 1, 2, I'll do 2 high starting. And I don't think there are, oh, there is a film on here. I love peeling the film off. And I have the instructions here. So it says peel and recycle the protective film, fold along the crease lines at a 90-degree angle. And if you're wondering what these holes are, these are just for aeration in the moss pole. So it says to fold this way. Sorry, there's gonna be dog hair everywhere. That is my life. I vacuum every single day, but Pudge always wins, so. Whoa. Okay, so it goes like this, like that. So I think I'm gonna fill first. This is my moss pole mix. It's just shredded sphagnum moss with tree fern fiber. And it's going to get everywhere. I'm gonna just stop trying to fight the mess because it's gonna happen. I should have wet this bag first, but here we are. I don't want to pack it too tightly. Oh, sorry, can't see anything. I'm like, so anyway. Oh, I'm not talking to you, Alexa. Nothing. Thank you. Like that, right? Okay, I think I can do more then. I think that's good. And you basically just insert the tabs like this. And my stuff is falling everywhere. You'll have to forgive me. This is my first time assembling a rousseau pole, so I have to get used to it. I've never used a front clip moss pole before, but I have been really wanting to try one. I am falling out everywhere here, you guys. There's gonna be no fibers left in this pole by the time I'm done. Okay, easy peasy. Let's get all of this back in here, dog hairs included. And I want to stack, like I said, 2 high. So let's fill this one. think I'm gonna just go like this. Oh lordy. Okay. I think that's good. And I can literally just shove it back in, which is kind of nice. The holes are big enough. This would have been impossible with a back clip hole. OMG, there is moss and fibers everywhere. Okay, my head is getting hot. I think my legs have been crossed for too long. Oh no, okay, I don't want to faint. Okay, pole is filled, people. Pole is filled. Now watch this YouTube magic. I'm gonna snap my fingers and it'll be clean. Ta-da! Okay, so now it's time to get it onto the pole. I should go get the poles. Come on, chums. Oh my gosh, this thing is still so massive. This is not what I had in mind today. Okay, so this is gonna go into the substrate. This is where the pole will start. I'm gonna try and tuck these in so that it can root into here. I mean, I really don't have to shove it into here, but I will. And I think that's good. Which way is the front? Which way is the front? Is this the back? What am I? Hold on. No. Okay, sorry. My brain got discombobulated for a second. Oh my god, this new leaf. Poor thing. Why does my plant look backwards, you guys? No, it's not. This new leaf is just throwing me off because it's like in the back. I should just chop it off. She's like on her last leg, poor thing. It's already at the top of the freaking pole. I'm gonna have to extend it in like a day. Ay. Okay. She is on the pole, people. On the pole. The leaf is facing the wrong way. Ow. My knees, my knees. All right, this is like the worst angle of all time, but we're gonna get her potted. I will be using billions today to inoculate, and hopefully we can get some nice delectable roots on it faster. So in you go. I'm gonna try and do it at the edge of the pot so that the pole can touch the base. Oh my, I'm gonna go deeper. That's what she said. Typically I don't like my stem so far down into the pot, but that's just what we gotta do. And I'm not going to water it right away as to let it callus a little bit longer. I need to get it on this pole ASAP because my pole isn't buried. She's just kind of floating on the top and it's gonna fall, but thank goodness it's going on this mount. So I just need to figure out how to get this on here. Whoa. Holy smokes, that is not going anywhere. Okay, I wanted to get this like that. Hello? These straps are so nifty and freaking industrial strength. You just wrap it like this. Actually, let me just do the whole thing. That baby's on there, but this whatchamacall, this strap here is not wanting to stay. All right, guys, look at her. She's on there. And she is on there good. You know what? I just realized I should have hung this before I mounted it. Well, I guess not. I think, so this is the hook. How do you use this? Oh. So you just punch this into the wall and then it just hooks and then you hang it. Okay, I get it. I get it. Let's go do that. Forgot that it comes with a longer one so that you can secure the pot to it, but I'm not sure I need it. Like, I don't think this thing's going anywhere. I guess it wouldn't hurt. I guess if someone accidentally knocked it. I might have to combine two of them. There you go. Okay. I think the bottom can be centered or can be aligned with the bottom of this light panel. Just gonna measure 37 inches. Okay. All right, she is done. I'm so happy with it. I thought it might look weird just having like a floating thing, but I love it. I love it so much. So the reason I wanted to chop this plant, not only because I wanted to get it lower onto a pole and start over, but you can see because of where the grow lights were in my plant room that there's like this empty gap. Yeah, there was lights coming from here and here, so they've kind of faced outward. But I'm hoping that since the light now is coming from here, they will face forward, although I'm not sure. I really don't know. So in the meantime, I have placed my fake Hupersia in the moss pole just to, I don't know, fill it in a little bit, make it not look so bare. But yeah, this installation was actually quite easy. It's literally just a hook that goes into the wall like that, and it just hangs. I definitely feel like this height is perfect because now I can extend it without it hitting the ceiling, but I probably won't do that until I'm back from my trip. I highly doubt another leaf is gonna come out in like the time that I leave and come back, since I chopped off so much of the root system. Where are you? But overall, I am just so pleased with it. I'm just, it's amazing. All right, guys, so I have made the most gigantic mess ever. I am filthy. There is moss everywhere. I wanted to try out the moss pole extenders and show you how they work, but I don't have a pot big enough to use them because they require at least a 6-inch diameter pot. The clarinervium that I had in mind to use it for is in a 5-inch diameter pot, so it was just like a hair too small, and I want to give it like a fair review and fair chance when trying it for the first time. So I'll be using that in a couple weeks when I go to repot some of the larger ones on this shelf. But yeah, this was the main focus of today, and I just couldn't be happier. And now I'm like, my brain is going, and I'm like, maybe I need a rousseau light. Maybe I need a rousseau pendant light to just go right above it. Cause like how, oh my God, that new leaf is so floppy, you guys. Let me show you. Oh no. Look at her. She's like, what have you done to me? Yeah, so she's struggling. She might completely die off. There's a good chance that might happen, but you know, that's the price you pay for love. So yeah, I'm just very, very happy with this whole setup. I do want to get some kind of lighting situation done in here, and then I think it's going to be perfect. My ideal is still doing track lights, but I just can't. I can justify the money, but I don't want to spend the money. Let's just put it that way. But for now, I think this looks way better than what it was before. I think I'm getting a better use of the space this way, and I'm just excited to see how the Glorious does in this little area, and of course I will keep you guys updated. So thank you so much to Tyler and the whole Rousseau plant care team for spoiling me with all of the goodies today, for letting me try out the moss pole and all the cool stuff you guys are doing. I totally think the moss pole, the mount, the base for it, it's all worth the money. I couldn't be happier. So if you guys would like a sneaky little discount, I think it's 15% off. You can use this code down here. No obligation to use it if you don't want to. But yeah, if you wanted to give any of their stuff a try, they have grow lights, like I said, they have fertilizers, they have moss pole extenders, just moss poles, they have plants. I don't know if you can use the code on plants or if it's just the plant care stuff, but just check out their website and see if you like anything. Thank you for being here again, for watching another Saturday upload. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one.